We're going to go now and say a very good morning here to the Honorable Danny Williams, Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador. How are you?
Pretty good, Randy.
How you doing?
Well, good. I mean, we had a great announcement this morning, and, it's great news to the province, but I'm calling because I'd had several calls from people who heard your opening comment.
And said, why is he being negative this morning? But I wasn't being negative.
I can't understand for the life of me why, when we've now negotiated another deal here that this morning is going to put twice as much money in royalties in the province's hands as we've collected in 12 years on all three projects, and you got to find something wrong with it.
I wasn't finding something wrong with it. Now I think it's a good. I think it's a good deal. But the question that I was posing to the audience, Premier, I'll pose it to you. It's a straightforward question because I know you didn't hear it at the time. Was simply this: with all of this good news, and it's good we have all this oil. Let's be honest, it's great, and we need to have it. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
would the headlines of the day, which obviously goes to the question, would the focus of government be more on things like the fishery, the forestry, and areas where we now have in trouble, or are we so caught up in the oil that we're losing sight of that? That was the challenging question to the audience, and a question for you too.
You missed the point. I mean, the reason we're caught up in the oil, it's not the oil, it's not the black gold that's out there, it's not the petroleum, it's not the oil and gas, it's the revenue that it brings to us so that we can deal with problems in the fishery, so that we can take care of the Abitibi workers, so that we can build new hospitals and new long-term care facilities, so that we can build new schools, so that we can lead the country in poverty reduction. And it goes on and on and on.
Yes, this
Surely,
is true. Absolutely.
You presumably run a municipality. You must know the importance of revenue. And where that revenue comes from, it becomes some business, well, whatever form of business it is, or residential real estate, it goes into your coffers so that you can do all the wonderful things that need to be done. I mean, when people look around this province now, and we're building roads and doing all the things that I just listed, we're leading the country in infrastructure, we're getting our money out on a per capita basis, we're miles ahead of everybody else. We've got the province booming. We are building sustainable infrastructure for generations to come. So when the oil is gone, there will be lots of legacy left of hardcore infrastructure that will be there and will be in place for our children and our grandchildren. So to make a blasé statement like, oh, it's all about oil is irresponsible and reckless for you to say.
Well, it's not a blasé statement. I would say that, and I'm not being reckless or irresponsible.
Not much.
Not much, no. The question that anybody would ask, and it's a legitimate question, Premier, is, it is the question of, as you termed it there then, the issue of legacy, the issue that one day there will be a generation that won't have oil. What are the, for the want of a, pardon the pun, downstream benefits of that for those generations? It's fair to talk about it. Your response is fair to talk about infrastructure and all of that. That's good.
They will have new schools.
Yeah, all of that's good.
Facilities to take care of their aging parents. They will have new roads. They will have broadband and communications infrastructure. The money that we're taking, we're not just blowing it away. We're putting it back into the province in hardcore infrastructure. Those monies are going back to the people of this province.
Who said you were blowing? Who said you were
doing it in the first place?
Yeah, but who said you were blowing it away?
Oh, but it's just like, the oil is gone. There's going to be nothing left. What about our children and our grandchildren? Well, I'll guarantee you, I'll certainly attest to that. And you and I can have a conversation 20 to 25 years from now, and you'll see what's left for our grandchildren and our grandchildren. And as well, by then we will have wind on, we'll have gas on, we'll have the Churchill on, we will have repatriated the Upper Churchill. A lot of wonderful things happening in Newfoundland and Labrador, and we don't need that kind of pessimism and crap coming out of your mouth in the mornings, I can tell you right now.
Do you think that was pessimism?
Pessimism.
To pose that, why? To pose that question?
You're the reason that I keep going in this job, because it's the skeptics and the negative people in this province that have kept those lobsters clawed back in the pot year after year after year. But I refuse to listen to pessimists like you, and we're going to move forward, and we're going to do it despite you. Now, you have a nice day. Thank you very much.
What was that all about?
Goodbye.
Wow. All right. Goodbye. 273-5211.